Hey everybody, how's everybody doing? Appreciate y'all watching our videos and our lives and following us on the progress of the round baler to rebaler project. The puppies are still doing good. Hey George, how you doing, buddy? Hey Mr. Eric, how you doing? Glad y'all guys is able to stop in and chat with us for a few minutes. Doing good, George. Doing good. I had a good week with weather. Several good looking days. And it started back raining today. So we got a rainy day today. I think I seen something said the Eagles was losing. I haven't watched much this year. HF Outdoorsman, how you doing? Glad you made it in to chat with us for a few minutes. Yeah, we ain't watched much football this year. We been busy with the farm stuff. Had to throw it out there for Ralph. I'm sure he'll be in. If he's not in here yet, he'll be in here. The rebaler project is coming along good. We went a couple days and looked from looking for the steel that we gotta have to build the conveyor table to go on the back of it to convey the hay to the square baler. Our original plans was to go with 4-inch C-channel, but we're thinking I might actually use 3 because I can get it a lot quicker. Hey Larry Keener, thanks for stopping in and chatting with us. Ontario Ag Guy, how you doing? Glad y'all guys is making it in. Yeah, the rebuilder, it's gonna be a series, and I'm keep posting stuff on it. But it's gonna be an ongoing series, and I've created a playlist just for it. And I created a playlist for the puppies. A lot of people showing interest in the puppies and like the puppy stuff, so we put them in their own little playlist. Doing good, Ontario. Had beautiful weather this week. And then, like I said, yesterday or today, it started raining. But we're going to get the project in the shed, the shop tomorrow, so maybe we can work on it no matter what the weather's doing. Hey, Tom Jones from Michigan. Glad you made it in to chat with us. In our lives, that we don't normally have no certain topic normally. We just talk about whatever y'all want to talk about, or questions you have, or about some of the videos. Nice week in the winter. Yeah, the temperatures changed. That's why I'm not in the shop tonight. It's in the 30s out there now, and I didn't want to cut no heat on in the shop just to be out there for the live, so I come back to my son's bedroom again. But all the puppies are still doing good. Hey Dustin, Glad you made it in. Y'all got 4 inches of snow. Yeah, Farmer Fanatic, he's a good channel, a good guy too. He normally comes in. He'll probably be in here shortly, maybe. Y'all got about 6 inches of snow, George? Yeah, y'all guys can keep all that snow. Y'all just keep that snow away from South Carolina. And if any of y'all guys haven't, give us a thumbs up and share it out if you know how to share. If you know how to share this out to other people. Hug View, how you doing, buddy? Y'all got 18. I'm thinking that's 18 inches of snow. There's Farmall. They were just talking about you. You've had a basketball game? You ain't at a basketball game. You just telling me that because that's what I was doing the other night. Thanks for the thumbs up, guys. Yeah, I figured you was pulling my leg there, Farmall. I think there's a couple of y'all guys that's planning on coming to the sale that I keep posting the update videos on. The farm auction. I don't know if any of y'all in here or not. I was just gonna see if who was planning on coming so we could plan to meet up. Farm giving everybody checks. Eagles still have a chance. But hey, John Ames, all too far for you to sell. Yes, a long ways for a bunch of y'all, I'm sure. I'll try to, if I can get enough internet, I'm going to try to do a live or so over there during the sale like I did at Darlington a month ago. Hey, do farms a bit. Everything's going good. How about with you? Yeah, as long as I can get enough signal there, I'll put a live or two up from the auction. But if not, I'll video it and bring it to y'all guys. I'm pretty sure Mr. David Clint's coming. One of the days you'll figure out how to, all you gotta do is record it and put it up. Love to see auction footage. Yeah, we'll put it up. Yeah, there's I think it's a 385 Massey Ferguson that's been burnt. That's got a nice front end loader on it. I'm gonna watch that. And there's a Westendorf front end loader. I'm gonna keep an eye on that also. I haven't been over there since the last video I posted for y'all guys showing the stuff. Hey, Mallard 5, thanks for stopping in, buddy. But they steady hauling equipment in. There's no telling what's there. You know, it's been 4 days or so. So they're telling what's there now. It's Farmall RA is a regular A. It's got a hydraulic pump put on the auxiliary PTO shaft that comes out the side on the back. Then it's got a hydraulic handle to work the plows and stuff up under it. The guy that originally bought that tractor, he bought it to scrape his driveway. And I've got the blade for it somewhere. There's a lot of stuff there that we like to keep an eye on. But it depends on the price. You got to be careful at the auctions, because you can easily pay more for something than you can buy it new for if you ain't careful sometimes. Then on the same hand, you can pick stuff up real cheap sometimes. You know, it just depends on who's there that's interested in it. All it takes is 2 people interested, and you got to show it in. Yeah, they had that bracket made for the back to put the hydraulic pump on that auxiliary PTO. Looks good, and we used it a lot when I was doing a bigger garden. But now that we quit, don't do the garden no more with the tractor, I couldn't even tell you the last time that we've moved the hydraulics on it. I think the Patriots was winning earlier today when I flipped by that channel. Yeah, I think so. I think that's where people put a pulley on there to run like a belly mower. I'm pretty sure that's where they've got the hydraulic pump put on the A. No, I don't know the score for the Patriots. When I flipped by that channel, they was like 35 or 38-7. You had a pulley on the back of the Super C. I think my Farmall Cub's got a pulley on it on the back because we had a belly mower up under it at one time. No, the government shutdown ain't bothering me. I didn't even know it was closed. I knew it was closed, but it ain't bothered me. Hey, Ag Wild. Glad you stopped in and chatted with us. Hey, Tom Jones. Yep, we in South Carolina. Went to the USD office and they was boarded up. Yeah, if you gotta do any kind of business through it, it's gonna be aggravating. I need to get my cub from the other farm and get it on here some, show some footage of it. They should put them all to work on building the wall. I tell you what might make a difference in them not being able to get to agreement on something. If they would when they shut the government down like this and we are not able to use the offices that we pay taxes on, all of us shouldn't have to pay no taxes for the days that the government's closed. So if it's been 2 weeks, just take 2 weeks worth of taxes off and nobody pay any taxes, and they'd figure out how to get something done instead of bickering about it. Yeah, they need to put the wall though. Yeah, you cut all these, make it so get played either. Home of a 2-time champion Clemson. Yeah, there's a lot of money that's giveaway. That will be my suggestion though. That when, like I said, when the government shuts, nobody pays taxes for why it's closed. Hey, Mr. Clint. Sold for $8,500 at the auction. There's a lot of stuff here that we could be using our money on instead of sending it to everywhere else. You guys are going to turn this into a political live, ain't you? You won't get much out of me though. I don't think people need to be here. It shouldn't be here though. So if we need the wall, let's put it up. We take the salaries from Congress. We'd have enough to build it, and that's true, I'm sure. Don't have no party in Philadelphia tonight. Let's talk tractors. $44.40 must have been in tough shape. We found some bad news this week about tractors. $42.50. Yeah, we got some bad news. The 766 Internationals that we was planning to buy, we've missed out on them. Semi missed out because the guys agreed to carry them to the auction. So we probably missed out on them. Plus duals. Farmall 560. I've got a Farmall Cub. We got a Farmall A Farmall 140. We got a a 504, Farmall International 504 that was tricycle, and we converted it to wide front end. We've got a 464 International and a 574 International. And was planning to have two 766 Internationals, but we snooze and lose. I drug my feet too much, and the guy decided to put them on the auction. Still might get them at a deal, though. We don't know. We won't know until the hammer drops at the sale. We got a log splitter the other day that we actually going to use the hydraulic pumping stuff off of it, or try it. We're going to try to use the gas motor and the hydraulic motor to run the rebeller. See how that works out. On the apron chain on the round beller that we're converting over to the rebeller, we took all the bars off of it, and they was 6 inches apart, and we actually when we put it back together, we're only going to put half of them in, so the bars will be a foot apart to drive the unrolling of the hay and to convey the hay from the unroller to the square beller. The tires on the MX255 were over $10,000. Wow, guys, that's a lot of money. I'd be riding that sucker on some bald eagles. They'd have to bust. $1,400 a piece, Clint. That's, whew. That's a lot of money in rubber to go on tractors. What's y'all's opinion on the building the table to go behind the rebeller to move the hay to the square conveyor table? I was going to build it out of 4-inch C-channel, but I think I'm going to use 3-inch C-channel. What's y'all's opinion on that? The 3-inch C-channel versus the 4? I think the 3 will be plenty strong for that table. Holy mercy, did I just see 5 years? So you think that over $10,000 set of tires only last 5 years? A lot of road running. Instead of spinning and unrolling it. Unroller, what key? We're going to try to build it so it's got an incline. So your round bell will sit here and unroll. and there'll be an incline. Then it's going to drop back down to the table. Then that'll feed to the square baler. But if it's still if we can't get enough angle to hold it in there, we're going to flatten it down and go behind it and put a couple rollers in. So when if it tries to eject itself, it'll get against them rollers and roll. That's the plan. But like I said, this is all from scratch. So I want all y'all's ideas. You got a power unit at the auction to run a rebaler. Hey, DLK. I think we can make it work, though. So we're waiting on metal now. So we can get the building the table to go behind it. And we got to cut all them bars in half. In order to use the one chain, we've got to narrow it up a few inches so that apron chain will fit as the floor chain, as the drive chain. What's the purpose of rebaling? Hey, the reason I want to rebale it where I can do it in a controlled environment and we don't have storage to store 10,000 square bales to make during the summer. It's faster and easier to make round bales, and then if you can rebale them, you can rebale them as you need them or as you sell them. And square bales is twice the money as a round bale. Smelling the fresh dirt. No one rebales there. There's nobody around me that does it either. That's kind of, you know, egging me to try to make it happen, because I missed a lot of good square sales about February of last year because we weren't able to rebale in the field. Generally, we would roll our bales out in the hayfield and just rebale them right in the field. Never heard of it until I started my project. I've never seen one in live until I went to Mr. David's place. But once I saw how, you know, how it actually was working in operation and was up close to it, I was able to really see that I thought I could make one of them to function. Probably won't function as good as the bought machines and stuff, but I think we can make it a reality, I believe. Hey Jerry, glad you stopped in, buddy. We'll just be talking tractors and whatever y'all guys want to talk about. I try to read the comments and chime in too. Better get a patent. I've already found me 2 more of them old round balers that I could build them off of. Hey, Farmer Boy 5310. I hope to get a big dent knocked in it this week. I would love to get the conveyor table to go on the back built, get all the bars cut to go back in the chain. I would guess I would love to see it in action in a couple weeks. You know, if possible, we don't run into no major snags along the way. And if y'all new guys in here haven't, give us a thumbs up. Share it out. However you do all that, if you know how. But yeah, I think in a couple of weeks I'd love to see it rolling hay, unrolling a bale and pushing it in the front of our square baler. That was my first plans, was to run it off the tractor hydraulics. But I think now we're going to put an auxiliary motor to run the hydraulics, just to run the rebaler. And then have a tractor running the square baler for now. And that way it don't limit which tractor I can run it with. Because if I use the tractor hydraulics, you know, I have to have a tractor with remotes on it. And one of my tractors does not have remotes. Where if I let it provide its own hydraulic, then it'll just free up, you know, then any tractor will run it, with or without remotes. Or auxiliaries, some people call them auxiliaries. How much is hay going for in my area? Right now, round bales probably $55. Square bales is probably $6.50. Hey, SS Land Tech. Glad you stopped in and chat with us for a few minutes. But the hay price changes a lot right now, because it's starting to look like a lot of people's going to be running out. I'm trying to make a decision if I want to go ahead and buy me a couple loads of round bales to rebale. I don't want to put the cart too far in front of the horse. So if this don't work out, I don't want to buy a bunch of hay that I don't need. All right, George. But if it does go together and it's looking like, you know, it's going to be able to work, I'd like to go ahead and start buying some round bales so we can start rebaling. Thank you, SS. Yeah, you know, I asked while ago and I didn't ever see nothing. I was going to build the table off of the back out of 4-inch C-channel. But after doing some more research, I'm leaning towards using 3-inch C-channel. I think 3-inch will be plenty strong enough to build that table. And it won't be but about 5 foot wide. Already holding the Bud Light. It'll be about 5 foot wide and probably 10 foot long. You're about to get rich, you see it. I don't know about the getting rich. It would be nicer to have more money so we could afford to keep doing more and growing. And then we could get newer equipment. which would make it a little bit easier to do. The fish is over there making noise in the tank, clinking the rocks around or something. We got to get that square beller, that rebeller up and going so Clint can send us a big truck down here to fill up for him. I'm going to go grab me a drink, guys. Y'all talked about a drink. I'll be right back in just a second. Your neighbor said I need to rent more ground. Yeah. Yeah, I know you got the trailers, Clint. I'm just trying to get this stuff ready where I can make the hay for you. Tom, you're right. I do enjoy it. If I could trade for any other job, I can't think of nothing that I would trade for. And it ain't because I'm making that much money, that's for sure. I'll be right back, y'all. I'm gonna grab me a drink. Y'all want one while I'm up? Sorry about that, guys. I hate to get up. You work to support your farming habit. I want y'all to look at this right here. Y'all know what that is? My son thinks he's gonna put that on his truck for an exhaust tip. Ain't that crazy? Yeah, I told him it made a good trash can. I told him his truck ain't got enough motor to blow the exhaust out of it. Yeah, it's too big. But he's a hard little worker though. He does a lot around here and helps out. So I reckon if you want a exhaust tip big as a trash can, I reckon get it and Daddy will help you put it on. He's excited about this rebeller though. That welding and fabricating and stuff is what he's going to school for, so he's right up his alley. We'll find out how much he wants to weld when he starts welding all them round bars back together for that conveyor chain. Cause that's gonna be a lot of welding back steady. $6:38 a.m. Yeah, we got all the bars taken off and got the measurements and how much we got to cut out of them. And I think we're getting a piece of 4-inch, either 3 or 4-inch angle iron. he's going to weld a piece on the bottom of it right off of the corner so it'll stand up in the vise. So when he cuts them pieces, he can weld them right back together, laying in the track of that angle iron to try to keep them as straight as possible. I went and bought him welding rods. I think he wanted, I can't remember if he wanted 6011s or 6013s. But I got him, I think 15, 20 pound of them. And I got him the tips for the wire welder. So whichever way he wants to do it, I'm going to stand back and help guide him. But as soon as he gets tired of welding it, I can tell you now that if I'm welding, I'm going to be welding with a stick welder. I'm old fashioned and I like to stick weld myself. I've used the wire welder a few times, but to me, the stick's where it's at. Yeah, that's me, Tom. I like the old fashioned. You would use 7017s? Why is that, DLK? Should have got 7018s, 332nd. Y'all got to tell me why. Yeah, y'all got to tell me why, because I don't know. I don't know nothing about all that. That's just what he told me he wanted. I ain't never bought nothing before he got old enough to start 6011s, I think. Because they build the world. Yeah, I ain't never bought nothing but a 6011 before he got old enough to tell me what he wanted me to get. And I've welded everything from race cars to everything. Young guy, but totally old fashioned. Ain't nothing wrong with being old fashioned. I took welding in high school. We had a ag class when I was in school. But now they don't have it no more. And I welded in there and just learned how to do it on my own. You didn't weld till 2 years ago? I said that's probably why I always bought 6011s, Clint. Everything I had was old, rusty, and broke, and I was putting it back together with minimal cleaning. I've got an old, they call them the old tombstone Lincolns, and I've had it, I don't even know how long. And I put 100-foot leads on it. And then my son got a new Lincoln tombstone a couple months ago for himself. 7018 will be prettier. Next, compressor then a welder. 6010 over 6021. $60.11. You driving. Don't be texting too much and driving now. They want nobody getting hurt. I remember when I was probably I don't know, 8 or 9 years old. I tried to weld the handlebars on my bicycle with no helmet. I tried to weld the handlebars on my bicycle and I couldn't find my daddy's helmet, and I looked at that thing and welded it. Whew, that thing burnt my eyes up. You got a little 110. Hey, holler. Gotta haul. Might weld my fireworks sparkler. Hey, Ohio Hilltop. Glad you stopped in, buddy. Everything's going good. Real excited and pumped up about the rebeller project. And get more excited each time I go out there and look at it. It don't take much to learn with and to put something together from my experience. But like I said, I learned early how to do it. Hey, being in outdoors. But that Lincoln mine, the old one, I know it's been underwater one time at my farm shop 2 years ago when a hurricane come through. I seen the water up past the turn dial on it where you adjust the amperes on it. I really don't know, Clint. We haven't cut near one of them in half yet, buddy. Look into it when you get extra funds. Yeah, we haven't cut none of the tubes yet. We'll start cutting them in the morning, I'm sure. I'm going to cut the top of the beller off first, so that way I can back it in my shop. So no matter what the weather's doing then, we can still, make progress on it. I don't think they're real thin though, because they're too heavy. Them babies is smoking heavy. So I told my son we're not going to put them back on the chain until we have the chain on the rebeller, because it'll make it too heavy. Hey, yeah, we do the live at 7:30. We've been on 48 minutes now. So 48 minutes ago was the time that we do it every Sunday. Maybe make it go faster. TIG welding always interested you. Yeah, we're going to put the chains, after we get the table built, we're going to put the chains back on the floor of it and onto the conveyor table, and then we're going to put the bars in once we get the chains installed, because it's so heavy. You weld every day of your life on something. Hey, Crankbait Crisis, glad you stopped in. Make sure you give us a thumbs up, y'all guys, if you're new in here. Hey, Taylor Edwards, glad you made it in too. Chat around with these other guys. Glad you like it there, Crankbait. Yeah, our MIG uses flux core. Our wire welder does, yep. It sure does. Yeah, I'm drinking a beer there too, Tom. There's Ralph. Somebody was asking about you earlier, Ralph. I told him you'd be in here. Imagine Acre Woods. Thanks for stopping in there. Imagine Acre Woods. I'm glad you made it in. Appreciate you stopping in and chatting with us. Yeah, whoever was asking about you said that something about the Eagles was losing at that time. You gonna do farms a bit? I appreciate you coming in and hanging out with us for a few minutes and chatting. And I hope you get your combine going. Pretty sure that's a combine you're working on. And don't forget, if you grow some of them peanuts, you need to boil you a little batch of them and try them. Pray for Craig. He's in the hospital. Taylor Edwards, who is Craig? Curran, give us a little more information on what's going on. Thanks, Tom Jones, for stopping in, buddy. It's your pastor. Pastor, okay. I was telling somebody, a few of y'all earlier, if y'all still, I don't know if it's the same people or not, but we picked up a log splitter to take the gas motor off of. Picked up a log splitter to take the gas motor and the hydraulics off of it to see if that'll run the rebeller. He's at Durham Regional Hospital. I hope everything works out for him there, Taylor. I think Taylor, Raleigh's a long ways from me, buddy. I'll sure think about him and pray, and maybe he'll get better. But I don't think I can make it all the way there tomorrow, buddy. I'm sorry that I can't. Let me write his name down. Appreciate it, Ohio. I hope you have a good week too there, buddy. And chickens cleaned up that place real good the other day on your video. When we was messing with a bunch of the goats would clean up a bunch too. I'd like to get back to having a bunch of goats and chickens and all too. Have a good night there, buddy. Ohio. Yeah, I'd like to get back to having a bunch of goats and chickens and all that other stuff, but right now it would take up too much of our time, and we're trying hard to concentrate our time on stuff that's going to further us and help us be more productive to keep the farm growing and heading in the right direction. Like a garden, I really enjoy working in the garden. We used to do about 1.5 acre garden. That's what we're doing with the International Aid, was mainly work the garden. But then we got so busy and trying to do more and more and produce more hay, and our cows are steady growing, you know, getting more and more, and you let go of the stuff, and a bunch of the stuff you let go is the stuff that you really enjoy doing. But we'll get back around to it, I'm hoping and sure. Just got 2 barn cats tonight. A couple of weeks, have 2 bottle calves coming. I enjoy the bottle calves. We used to do 6 or 8 or so at a time. We converted a lean-to on the side of my building where I kept a boat up under. We converted it over to raise bottle calves under. That's another thing that we got away from. You know, the making hay and cows and stuff took us away from. But we'll try to get back to it, get back around to it, because I mean, I enjoyed it. We had at our farm shop and all, we used to keep a few cats around there, and we didn't never have trouble with mice or nothing then, until my wife and daughter and them started feeding them all the time, all they could eat, and then they got to where they wouldn't even chase a mouse. They be laying down on the creeper or something, sacked out, and the mice just run right by them. So I want, if you got 2 barn cats, I want to feed them buffet, all they can eat all the time. That's how it worked for mine. Trying to keep reading my little list of stuff to talk about. Clint, you and Mr. David, are y'all planning on coming to the sale for sure? You just hope to hang around longer than normal. Yeah. And feeding them, I get them to stay. But you just don't want to feed them too much where they don't. Like I said, that might not be the case with all cats. The best one we ever had, my wife brought it home from work. It was in the parking lot one day, and they trapped it and caught it somehow and brought it home and put it in my shop. And I didn't even see the cat for a month probably. You go in there, it would hide. But then after it got, you know, finally got to where it would come around you, no, the cat would kill a snake, mice, rat, squirrel, anything that was in the building, that cat would kill it. But the puppies are doing good too. The puppies is, all of them still making it, doing good. They'll get their first round of wormer and stuff coming up here Thursday, I think. They'll be 2 weeks on. Going to Florida in the morning. I know that temperature's changed here. Earlier in the week when we was cutting the first video working on that rebeller project, it was in the 70s. So is your first name George or Gerald? No. Gerald is my last name. Jackie is my first name. Hey 69 Druth. I'm probably saying that wrong, but I'm glad you made it in too, buddy. Yeah, my first name's Jackie. Yours is Ted. Ted, I'm not good with names either, but that's why most of y'all guys, I call you by your channel name. That way I don't butcher them up and call you the wrong names. You need to come too, Mr. David. I told you, don't worry about walking. I'll carry my golf cart over there. Hey, Brad, how you doing, buddy? So you did get the camera that you're going to record the drivers with, Ralph? Yeah, Mr. David, you need to come with Clint. Like I said, I'll take the golf cart over there. You won't have to walk. You can ride my golf cart around the sale. And so far, the hayfield's looking like it's going to hold up pretty decent. I don't know about now because we probably got 1.5 inches of rain today. And if it keeps raining with them hauling, not only them hauling stuff in, there's a lot of people that's already riding through looking at the equipment. I hope it stays to a minimum on the damage on that hayfield though, guys, because that is a very good hayfield. It produces a lot of hay. I need some help too, Brad. I'm just picking. I don't know what the help was. You haven't unboxed it yet. I am figuring out a little bit more about how to use the GoPro. If the Lord's willing, the creek don't rise. You really need to come, Mr. David, and you can make a video. You can record a little bit of the auction to put us a video up on your channel. We'll help you figure out how to get back recording, and then you just stop posting. And I know Clint don't have you too busy that you can't make time every now and then. You think the drones are real cool there. Pugview Farms. We got a drone. We use it some. It's kind of tough to use them. It's a GoPro knockoff round. That's probably gonna do just as good. There's all kind of stuff at that auction, Brad. I posted a couple videos of the place. It's the one that's at one of our farms that we just started working this year. Yeah, there's I don't even remember the stuff, Brad, to be totally honest, but I know there's 2 videos that was put up in the past week or two. It's like farm equipment auction. I'm gonna try to go over there one day this week and make another video. Just keep showing y'all the new stuff that comes in. They got tractors and combines and backhoes and pretty much anything. Yeah, that's the same one, Brad. I think it's January the 26th. Yeah, the auction was started there because of the guy that died that I'm working the farm. They selling his equipment, and now they taking consignment stuff in. Yeah, I told you I'd probably butcher your name up there. Pewview, however I was supposed to say it. Appreciate you coming in, DLK. Hey, passion for hunting and fishing. Yes, a lot of the stuff that they bring, all the stuff they're bringing in now is consignment. But the farmer that was there that owned that land originally, he's got some pretty nice equipment. I don't remember the number of the John Deere, but it's way too big for us. He's got a nice New Holland round baler. I think there's a Case tractor there too. Look, just off my head guessing, because I don't remember. It's probably a 200 horse something. Older model, probably in the late 80s, early 90s. Yeah, it's hard to read the names and stuff, especially on my phone. I might try to, I like to get me a laptop so I can do the editing and stuff on it, try to learn how to do that stuff better, and then maybe do the lives through the laptop. Because the writing does be small on your phone. Any of y'all new guys in here, give us a thumbs up if you would. Hey, D Haven, how you doing, buddy? Editing's easier on the phone. Appreciated their passion for hunting and fishing. You have good leftovers to eat. I think I want me some grits and eggs. We're doing good here, buddy. All excited about the rebuilder project coming together. In Maryland, it's cold and snowing. Oh man, don't tell me y'all don't know what grits is. Hey, Clayton Owens, glad you made it in. Never heard of grits. I'll have to make a video showing y'all grits. Yeah, grits is good. Get you some grits and eggs and some fresh sausage. Man, man, man. Brad, you ain't never heard of grits either? Man, y'all guys don't know what y'all missing. What do y'all eat? What y'all eat everywhere else? Like for breakfast. What y'all eat for breakfast? Most of y'all ain't never heard of boiled peanuts. Most of you haven't heard of collard greens. Most of you haven't heard of grits. Or some of you. Oh yeah, we drink coffee here too. You hear your mother-in-law talk about grits? Yeah. I think I hear people say hominy. Some people eat hominy in other places. You're right, Mr. Dave. We need to get them a care package up. That's sausage or scrap-on eggs. That's right. Go and make coffee too. Yeah, we had the normal coffee pots forever, and I got my wife one of them. Take care, Jerry. Appreciate you stopping in, buddy. We do the live every Sunday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard. I pretty much stick with beef and pork, homegrown. Yeah, but like, you got to have something with your pork in the morning. Or I do. And venison. Yeah, grits will go with anything. Or Lucky Charms. Yeah, I like cereal too. I eat cereal. Mashed potatoes and eggs. Never tried it. I eat mashed potatoes though. Coffee and veiny sausage. Sometimes I eat veiny sausage out in the field if we're not able to stop for lunch or something. Most of the time in the summer we don't stop. If I stop and go eat a meal, then I don't want to get back to work. We eat corn in the summer. Lots of corn. Oh yeah. I sure do know why there. What y'all guys need to do is y'all need to come on down here. Brad give me your address, Mr. Davis. He said we'll send you some. Y'all come on down to this auction and I'll pack all y'all in our old log cabin that I showed you, and then we'll cook us a southern breakfast. Yeah, y'all come on. Y'all come to this auction. If you don't want to stay in my real old cabin, we'll find you somewhere to stay in and we'll cook a good southern style breakfast for y'all guys. I do got Brad's address somewhere. That's right, because I had to mail him that oil filter wrench. I forgot about that. I totally forgot that I even done the giveaway, to be honest. Your wife would be loading the car if you didn't have cattle. Yeah, 5 pound of grits will feed an army. Heading for Florida in the middle of February. Yeah, we'll get out there tonight. That Saturday night of the auction, we'll build us a big fire and we'll grill us steaks and baked potatoes. And then Sunday morning we'll have breakfast. You did too. I still had a package waiting for unboxing. You'll get it, Brad. I got confidence in you, buddy. Heading back to Florida. Ralph, a couple of these guys has shown interest in these puppies. Do you deliver puppies? Can we put puppies in your truck? You said you couldn't haul cows in there, but we can sneak a puppy in there, I believe. You can put the puppy right there in the cab with you. Keep you company. See now, these is not regular animals, Ralph. This is like what's it called? Everybody's flying them on the airplane. See your wife's family, co-pilot. I'm trying to think. They call companion animals. They call them companion animals, Ralph. You tell them they your companion animal, and they won't say nothing to you then. Service dog. Yeah, you tell them some of that stuff there, Ralph. They'll have you on the news and all for doing that kind of stuff. DOK said he had his picked out. I told him to make sure he picks the one with the most fur on him, because you got to send that baby all the way up there with cold as he is. You have to get him a coat. Ashley don't care. They write the check. Well, how do you haul beer, Ralph? I've been meaning to ask you that. Is Ashley tied in with Budweiser or something? Because you be telling us you be hauling beer. And I thought of that a couple of times and forget to ask you. A direct customer like Pepsi. Good deal. Now we know. See, I might could be a direct customer. I might have an Ashley recliner or something in there. Bud Light. Yeah, when I drink beer, I like to drink light beer too. LV Bush Regular. Went to Ashley and bought a piece of furniture today. High test brand. I was worried right before I was getting ready to start the live. I seen OLF put a live up. I was scared that he would run all over us. Makes for a more severe hangover. You never get a headache on high test, only on light. The weather's good here, D Haven. I think we're in the 30s tonight, or it was when I went out right before my live. That's why I come in. We had about 3 or 4 good days this week, no rain, and now it's back raining. Yeah, I went on there, Brad, and was watching it some. Somebody did call the police. You reckon that you can't farm only in certain hours? Clayton, no, we haven't gotten any snow, and I hope we don't. A bunch of the other guys was naming earlier how much snow they had. Somebody had gotten 18 inches. I don't remember who said it, but somebody said 18 inches. Some ice last night, right? I like to see the snow. I like to wake up, and get out there and mess around in it for a couple hours, drag something behind the golf cart or something like that. But then I like it when it's gone the next day. Eight inches in 24 hours. Yeah, I don't mind it for a day. Then get gone. A lot of power out. Snow melted, now it's all ice. How's the little calf doing, Brad? The one that got out of your neighbor's pen or something and was lost, and I think y'all found it and you ended up keeping it. He let you, whatever. Is that calf still doing good? I can't remember the name of it. The calf's name. Straight 24 hours of snow. Miracle. Good deal. Y'all have any idea about the hydraulic pumps that's on log splitters? Because that's something that we're going to be getting into here soon as we get this table made for the back of that rebaler. We got an old log splitter this week. We got to go pick it up. And I want to try to use the gas motor and the hydraulic pump off of it to run it. But looking online, I see a bunch of different gallons a minute and all that kind of talk that I have no knowledge on. So I was just curious if y'all have any ideas, if you think that kind of hydraulic pump's going to be enough to roll it, or if it's not going to be, if I need to start looking for a different type pump. Wow, $900 a pair. I messed up on them 766 internationals that I've been watching and dragging my feet on and waiting, and now the guys got them promised to go to the auction that's coming up. I've been kicking my tail since Friday or Thursday when I found out that them tractors is listed on that auction. Because I really drug my feet and didn't pounce on it when I should have. pretty sure they're going to be a lot more expensive at the auction now. Yeah, they do. You can either get a real good deal or pay more than something costs new at an auction if you ain't careful. All it takes is 2 or 3 people to be interested in the same item and the fun begins. Alright guys, anybody know what time it is? I don't have my other iPad or nothing in here tonight. I don't know what time it is. $8:55. We'll go to about 9 o'clock, then I'm going to try to get off so my son can have his bedroom. 7:55. But it's 8:55 here, I think. Okay, I see it on the comments now. You can't trick me, Brad, because it shows me what time you commented right there. I didn't know that. We're an hour older than you are. You're going to make a post pounder out of an old log splitter. I was told not enough gallons a minute. I reckon the best thing to do is just go get it and take it apart and find out, ain't it? I hope we can make this thing work, y'all. Because we're going to have very little money in it. And that's going to be neat if we're able to take an item that we parked years ago and put some labor to it and very little money and create an item that's could really make a difference on our farm. Appreciate you coming in, George. We'll see you next Sunday, buddy. If it works, I can make you one. I done looked around. I done found me 2 more of them old bellers. 2 of the 850s just like it. Chopped hay today and the roller unroller would have been nice. The world hates us all. Hello. Appreciate you coming in. Make sure you give us a thumbs up. If y'all come in and haven't, give us one. But we do these lives every Sunday night, starting at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we don't normally have no specific unless there's something really on my mind. If not, I just make a little list of topics that I want to hit on with y'all. And then I just go off of y'all's comments, what y'all bringing up and talking about. Well, guys, I'm fixing to shut it down. I sure do appreciate y'all watching our videos and commenting and giving us suggestions on stuff to do and fix problems that we come across. And I appreciate you stopping into live. And y'all have a wonderful week. Maybe a discussion on fake meat. Y'all have a good week. And we'll see y'all on the next one. Take care and have a good one.